Uncle Rob here, also known as Uncle Bobby B, and welcome to the premiere episode of Uncle Bobby B TV. This channel is going to be dedicated to just to talk about what interests a regular guy like myself, sports and fitness, models, collectibles, and of course, movies and TV. But for this premiere episode, we're going to start talking about how I'm going to start my body transformation journey. So for most people, they start the new year by trying to lose weight or get healthy, etc., etc. But for me and on this channel, you guys will be following me as I embark on a journey to try to do a total body transformation by the workouts I do and the nutritional changes I make. So you know what? Let's get started. All right, guys. So to start off, just to let you know a little bit about myself, I'm mid-40s. I've always grown up being a bigger guy, but it never really bothered me, right? I carried the weight really well. I played basketball, I do snowboarding, so it's never really stopped me. About 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Even then, I've struggled with my weight, struggled with my blood sugar, but knock on wood, I haven't had any permanent damage, right? I haven't had a heart attack, anything like that. But, a few months ago, I got some sobering news from the doctor. He basically told me that if I don't make some changes, it's not going to be a question of if something's going to happen. It's going to be when is it going to happen. So that's pretty much why I decided to do something like this, all right? So let's take a look and let's get started. All right, so just taking my main man Kylo here out for a quick walk. And so it's raining also. And so we'll just discuss how I'm going to start this body transformation. Now, why do I call it body transformation? Because when people do say, I want to lose weight, right? But sometimes when you lose weight, you also gain weight. And that's what I've been doing for pretty much all my life. I'll lose some, I'll gain some. I've been as high as 300 pounds. I've been as low as 200 pounds. Right, all within the last maybe 20 years. So I decided that we're going to do a body transformation. That means we're going to change everything about the way I look, the way I eat, the way I think about it all. So with that being said, I decided to have these 5 sort of guiding principles on how we're going to do this. You can call them like rules, you can call them a mantra, but in any event, these are the 5 guiding principles on this body transformation journey. Okay, so for most of you, you've always heard things like when you start on these things, try losing weight, body transformation, whatever it is, they always say, visualize your goals, know what your goals are, right? And write them, sometimes they say, write them down, right? And that's all well and good, and you really should visualize your goals. The thing with goals is when you reach them, they're over, right? I mean, I did the same thing. I had a goal of like losing weight, and then I lost the weight, and then, I stopped, and then I gained it all back, and I gained it back over time, right? So you don't really notice things like that, right? So what I want to say by motivation over goals is that visualize your motivation, right? Because motivation doesn't stop, right? Why are you doing this? Keep on going. Now, for me, I'm gonna get a little personal here, and I don't know if many people know this about me, but one of my biggest fears is actually either dying young or dying unexpectedly. My mother passed away young, so did my aunt, right? My grandfather died unexpectedly. So those are one of the things that motivates me, right? Get my blood sugar in check, right? I can't change things like my genetics or getting hit by a car, but I can control my weight, and my health is one thing I can control. So one of my motivations is to keep my blood sugar low, have it under control, always have it under control. And those other things like losing weight and things like that will come naturally, right? One of my other motivations, you could have more than one. And one of my other motivations is, as I mentioned, is like, I love playing basketball and I love snowboarding, right? As I've gotten older, right? And you know, the saying goes, father time is undefeated. So as I've gotten older, I find carrying the weight, doing those two things have gotten harder. So in order for me to be able to continue to do these at a level I want to do them at, you know, I'm motivated to get into better health, get into better shape, lose some of the weight so I'm not carrying as much, which makes sporting and things like that easier, right? So again, find your motivation. It could be anything. It could be something as simple. You have some outfits in the closet that you wish you could wear again. You know, wear those. The jeans from high school, that kind of thing, right? It could be one good one is I have housemates here that have 2 young kids, right? Their motivation was to be around for their kids. It's something as simple as that, right? So you know what? Find your motivation, find something that you're passionate about, and I'm sure it will help on any kind of changes you want to make like this. All right, guys, so that's step 1 in the 5 guidelines that I'm going to go through with it. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to give you a brief introduction of what I'm going to be doing. And just to start off, I'll post more videos in terms of the other 4 points, which are basically around nutrition and nutrition, fitness, like workouts, and a couple tricks you could do for up here to help you get through this or keep on going. All right, so you know what? I'll talk to you guys next time. You know what? Hit the like button down below, give us a comment, and of course, subscribe. Please subscribe so you can get more notifications. Until then, I'll see you guys later.
Uncle Bobby V, baby. Uncle Bobby V.